So breaking news coming in from the Green Bench of the Supreme Court, which has now ordered the High Court Registrar here in Telangana to in fact go to the Chief Secretary's office and also visit the site of the Kancha Gachibowli area where in fact tree felling has been happening and to stop any other tree from getting cut. Yesterday, the High Court had in fact ordered suspension of all the JBC activity at the Kancha Gachibowli area, but students had put out videos, shared videos with NDTV and also put out in the public domain saying that tree felling is still happening. There are also trucks that were going out at night carrying the wood logs and the cleared green vegetation. I have with me KTR BRS leader. This is a huge area of land that we are talking about, and now multiple agencies coming in and talking about stopping this. But exclusive footage that we also have seem to suggest that that area, almost 250 acres, has been cleared out.
Well, it's truly a sad turn of events, because this is clearly a judicial overreach. In fact, when a NGO had filed a public interest litigation about, I think in last week of March, government of Telangana had committed to submitting a counter within 10 days. They've, unfortunately, they've abused that 10-day period that has been given by the High Court. They've used that 10-day period to clear out the entire area and work 24/7 with hundreds of machines and hundreds of policemen and women deployed there, and have clearly committed a breach of the trust of High Court. I'm glad that the Supreme Court Green Bench has now stepped in and has said that not one more tree should be falling there. And I'm hopeful that this government, which acts as an institution which is above High Court and Supreme Court, at least now will stop its overreach, will at least honor the Supreme Court's directive.
While this is certainly green murder, and what we have seen in the last few days is something very worrying for us, irrespective of party, in power. But all governments, all parties, when they are in power, seem to say that development has to take priority, and then subsequently, when you are in the opposition, you talk about the green lung and about climate change and environmental protection.
Let me remind you, Uma, the development that has to happen, but it cannot be at the cost of environment. We were extremely conscious in the last 10 years when we were in office, and therefore, today, if you look at any statistic, any report published by Forest Survey of India or Government of India, or even their answers in Parliament, you would see that Telangana is the state that acted with most responsibility. We launched the third largest effort in human history in terms of afforestation called Haritaharam. We planted more than 270 crore saplings through this program and increased our green cover by 7.7%, which is not done by any government in independent India. We have won several laurels, not just here, but internationally as well. We surpassed Paris, Bogota, Mexico City, and won the Green City Award for Hyderabad. Today, for a government like ours, which acted with utmost responsibility and has set up more than 15,000 nurseries, let me remind you also that we are the only state in India which can proudly say that we have a nursery in each and every village, each and every ward and municipality. No other state in India has this distinction. So therefore,
there has been some criticism about the conocarpus that came in and that vegetation that is creating health issues and also perhaps taking away the land. But I don't want to divert from this issue now.
I'll tell you what. During COVID, everybody became a doctor. Now I think with some things happening, with some things being discussed, everybody has suddenly become a botanist. We've had one gentleman in our assembly say that the conocarpus actually takes in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide, which is absolute rubbish. So people say all kinds of things. But the fact is, out of 270 crore saplings that have been planted, maybe a minor percentage, a minuscule percentage could be conocarpus. If there is a problem, the government is free to do what it has to do. All we are saying is, don't undo the good work that has been done by the previous government just because you don't like us. We are saying the 400 acres of land today that is in dispute and that is in contention, where students are agitating, where the government claims it's the government land. I think the land belongs to the people of Hyderabad and the state of Telangana. Government is mere custodian of any kind of property. So all we are saying is the government should heed, because they have what is called as future city. 14,000 acres has been earmarked and we gave them on a platter. We had actually acquired that land for Hyderabad Pharma City. Now the government says they want to do something green there, which is fine, we welcome it. All I'm saying is, when you have 14,000 acres in Hyderabad readily available for economic activity and IT parks and other things, why are you eyeing this 400 acres, which is a precious lung space, which is what the people are agitating about? It is home to spotted deers, it is home to significant amount of flora and fauna and a lot of bird species as well. I'm not saying that the government should not, probably do what it wants to do in terms of expansion. All I'm saying is you have to act responsibly. It is
That's
one-
what I'm asking you. The distinction between, see, all governments have to make some economical, some ecological cost for development. But in this case, why is it different from the other cases where green cover may be going away?
I'll tell you what. This land was given to a private company back in 2004 for expanding our sporting infrastructure. IMG Bharata was the company which was given this land. And the case has been going on for the last 21 years. This land was earmarked for some lung spaces and also some sporting infrastructure, not for an IT park, not to create a concrete jungle. Now today the government has changed its purpose. The government feels it's a costly, valuable land it can monetize and basically do what it wants to do. People are asking the question, the alternate land that was supposed to be given to Central University in lieu of this has never been given. Alternate land, not only the alternate land, but also concretization that has happened around this place is significant. So all we are saying is heed to the advice of the people. Not just the Central University students, but you see the citizens of Hyderabad getting agitated about future generations. We are committing ourselves as a principal opposition of this in this state that when we are voted back to power in 2 years or 3 years, we are committing to these 400 acres being converted into an eco park, the largest of its kind in Hyderabad. The largest one we have today is KBR, which is about 270 acres. So we are committing ourselves that we will make this a largest eco park of Hyderabad. We are also forewarning those land companies invested in real estate to not purchase an inch of this land, because even if you do, once our government comes in, you can't blame us because we are forewarning you. Please don't do this harakiri and don't fall prey to this government's publicity gimmicks.
Thank you so much. So the land around Kancha Gachibowli is something very precious and something that the BRS and citizens of the city as well talking about as a biodiversity hotspot and something that needs to be preserved for the future of generations. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.